Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing Sephora sale recommendations. So to be clear, these are not the things that I'm going to pick up because I already own them, but these are the things that I would recommend are worth the money. The first thing I'm going to recommend is the Saie Dew Blush, and this is in the shade Chili, which was a darker shade that I really liked this winter. I'm not wearing it. I don't know why I did that. But it is a beautiful shade and it's a beautiful formula. The formula of the blush is very dewy once blended out and just really skin-like. It's really beautiful for no makeup days or for full beat. If you're going to do blush combo, this underneath any kind of powder blush, gorgeous. So this is one of my recommendations, the Saie Dew blushes. I actually lost the black top here. There's a black top usually. And I'm actually going to pick up another Saie Dew blush, and it's going to be in the shade Baby, which is the cool pink for summer. So that's actually going to be in my cart. But if I didn't already own it, I would recommend it for sure. Okay, next is a hair care product. This is the Kerastase Genesis Anti-Breakage Fortifying Serum. This is my third bottle of this serum. I pick it up every time there's a Sephora sale because it is worth every penny. This serum has helped me grow back my bald spot. So I'm going to show you guys where my bald spot is. It's here, and it's calling it a bald spot at this point is a little bit of an exaggeration, but I have thinning hair and it's from tying my hair too tight for years and years. And as you can see, I've got lots of baby hairs growing back in. Don't know if you can really tell. You see that? And basically, this has saved my hairline. It has helped me regrow the hair in my little bald spot, and I see a huge difference since I've been using this. So highly recommend. If you're having a bit of a struggle with regrowing your hair or the thickness of your hair or a bald spot in particular, this is supposed to help, and in my opinion, it actually works. I'm jumping all over the place. I went from makeup to hair care. Now we're going back to makeup. This is not in a particular order, but the next thing that I would really recommend in the Sephora sale is this right here. This is the Makeup by Mario Softsculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. This one is in light medium. As you can see, it is very well loved. I adore this bronzer. It is so beautiful, so natural looking, so luscious and delicious. I cannot recommend this bronzer enough. I'm in the light medium, which is kind of a stretch because I'm very pale, but I did find that the light one was a little too light. It was a little bit more of a contour than a bronzer. But this one right here is just so good. I think that if you're an oily person though, you might not like this because this has a very, it's a cream blush. So it's not powdery, it's not matte. It's definitely on the dewier side. But if you're combination, if you're dry, if you're normal, I highly recommend this. Honestly, even if you're oily, this isn't an oily product. It's just that I find that people who are oily tend to prefer matte finishes. This is just stunning. I don't know how else to put it into words. It is just a beautiful product. It just doesn't do it justice. It just doesn't do it justice. So this Makeup by Mario, the Softsculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer, be sure to pick up the cream formula, not the powder one. I'm not a big fan of the powder one. I am obsessed with the cream one. Sticking in the Makeup by Mario theme, the other recommendation I have for you guys is the Makeup by Mario foundation. This is the SurrealSkin foundation, and mine is in the shade 2N because I am quite pale. But this foundation is amazing. There are some drawbacks. You do have to really love a dewy foundation and a skin-like finish, and that has to be your top priority because other things like staying power and slip are definitely on the con side of things. So what do I mean by that? What I mean is this foundation is going to look like skin. It's going to look beautiful. It has a decent amount of coverage, but it doesn't give away this cakey look to the skin. However, this is the first foundation that I have had travel down the collar of my coat this winter, which is highly embarrassing and just very difficult to remove as well. But I still prefer this foundation over other foundations that maybe don't move and don't end up on your clothes, but do look cakey or do look different in person. This just really looks beautiful in person, and I absolutely love it. This is my second favorite foundation. The first one, of course, being the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. This is my top foundation. Of course, it is a very expensive foundation, so I would say that this one is comparable, but more affordable. I'm definitely going to be trying this foundation with, as you can see, it's very well loved. I'm almost all the way out of this. But I'm going to be trying this with some different setting powders and setting sprays to see if I can get it to stop transferring to my clothing. But honestly, it's just so good that I just tolerate the transfer to the clothing. It's like you got to pick your battles. On to lip products. First, we're going to start with lip liners. These lip liners have blown me away. These are the Refy lip liners. I think they're called lip sculpts. Yes, they are. And I have two shades. I have Taupe and Fawn. These are beautiful. I highly recommend Taupe for all my pale girls out there who want a brown, neutral brown to contour the lips, but everything appears too dark on them. Taupe is the shade that you're looking for. Fawn is also a brown, but it's a little bit darker. And I have just ordered another one of these. So I am obsessed with these. The staying power is impressive. And what's different about these lip liners is that you open up the bottom here. I don't know if I can do this with nails. Give me a second. You open up the bottom here and you have the setting product. So you're supposed to put this silicone-y product on top of your lip liner to set it in place, and it holds it there longer than a regular lip liner. I find these to have impressive staying power compared to other lip liners I've tried, yet they're not too drying. Now, I have heard some people say that they break easily. I don't have that experience at all, but just use your logic. Don't pull out this much product and then try to apply it to your lips. You're going to snap it. I only roll out about this much product at a time because physics. So these are the Refy lip liners. I highly recommend, if you're going to pick up a lip liner, pick up the shade Taupe or Fawn if you want a brown. I'm picking up the shade Blush because I want a pink, and I am just obsessed with these. I'm going to end up with a whole collection. Another lip liner that I recommend picking up during the sale are the MakeupForever Artist Color Pencils. And this one is in the shade 602 Completely Sepia. And this one I find to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. This shade is just a beautiful, beautiful neutral pink. I don't know if it's considered neutral actually, but I mean nude pink. That's what I mean. It is a beautiful, beautiful lip liner. It is a little bit dry, but that helps in terms of staying power. So you have to pick your battles. You have to pick, do I want something juicy and creamy, or do I want something that I'm not going to have to reapply too often? So these ones are amazing. I have ordered 2 in my Sephora sale cart. I'm getting 2 other colors of these, and I usually get these as birthday gifts for my girlfriends, and it just has never failed me. Next, in terms of lip products, we have Rare Beauty lip oils. These still go hard for me. I love these. They clearly were supposed to be a lip tint, and then someone on the production team, I don't know what team, pivoted and was like, lip oils are the new thing, so it's going to be a double This is just such a beautiful product, and it leaves behind the lightest tint on your lips. I have the shades Happy, Hope, and Honesty, which is like this brown one right here. And I am obsessed with them. They're just so juicy and light and versatile, and it's rare beauty, and it's so easy to open, which I find is an underrated aspect to their packaging, is just so accessible. And these are just beautiful, beautiful lip products. Are they the most impressive lip tints? No. Are they the most impressive lip oils? No. They are a hybrid. So you have to kind of come to terms with that, and then you see the beauty of them. Truly, I love these. I'm not picking up more during this sale because I do have to rein it in, and I have enough lip products as it is. I have no more room for more lip products. But if I didn't already own these, I would be picking these up in the sale. Now we're going to talk about a newer lip product. These are the Merit Signature Lips, and these are the newly released matte versions. I have the shades Sunday, Classic, and Equestrian. They are stunning. They feel like cloud on the lips. They just feel so good. I'm currently wearing the shade Classic. I think it's like a my lip color but better, and it just is such a beautiful color. It's such a gorgeous pink. So is Sunday. Sunday is a different kind of pink. It's more bright. See that? And then Equestrian is a brown. These are gorgeous lipsticks applied at full pigment, blotted, just any way that you can think of wearing these lipsticks, they're gonna look good. They really do feel so soft on the lips, they're not drying, and they come in beautiful shades. I'm really impressed by these. I wasn't impressed by their other signature lips by Merit. I bought one and I didn't love it, so I didn't buy any more. But this one, as soon as I tried one, I was like, I need multiple. I am obsessed. These are so good. Moving on to skincare, this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I don't think Sephora is a good place to buy your skincare in general. There, I said it. The only brand that I'm really into at Sephora in terms of skincare, I would say right now, is Supergoop for specifically their Play Jouer everyday lotion. And this comes in SPF 50, and it comes in a huge tube instead of, let me show you what regular sunscreens come in. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to buy tiny tubes of sunscreen when you're supposed to be applying this every day, twice or 3 times a day. It doesn't make sense. We need to be reapplying our sunscreen. We need to be having giant tubes of sunscreen. So this sunscreen I pick up every Sephora sale. It is worth the money, and it basically comes to cheaper per milliliter than most sunscreens on the market, and it works very well. Supergoop is a great brand, not to be confused with Goop, which is an anti-science brand. We don't want to trust that. This is good. It's also water resistant for 80 minutes, so that's a plus for us sweaty girls. So this is the only skincare product I would really recommend from Sephora. I prefer dermatology tested and dermatologist recommended products, which are usually found at the pharmacy, but this one's pretty good. Last category, which apparently now we're doing it in categories, even though we started all over the place, is tools. I highly recommend you pick up Sephora brand, Sephora Pro brushes during the sale. They are my favorite brushes, bar none. They are my favorite brushes. They are high quality, and they are 30% off during the Sephora sale. However, there are other brushes that I do highly recommend. One of them being two of them being the Rare Beauty concealer and foundation brushes. Now, here's the thing. Before I knew how to clean my brushes, I was really aggressive with my brushes, and I pulled way too much on this brush, and now it's falling apart. That is not indicative or representative of the brush quality, I really pulled this out. I did a number on this. So don't let that discourage you. That's just me being abusive towards my brushes. I am ordering another one during the sale because these are just so darn good. They apply foundation and concealer so beautifully, and the shape is just so unique. There are beautiful brushes and they lay down product so well. One thing I'll say is that the concealer brush is definitely more affordable than the foundation brush, but the foundation brush is the one that's really, really worth it. And finally, if you're going to be picking up brushes, I decided to test out the Morphe eyeshadow brushes. Now there is a roll, a set available of eyeshadow brushes for $43 Canadian, and you get a whole bunch of eyeshadow brushes, and I figured I would try it and see if they were worth it, because a roll with this many Sephora Pro brushes would be like $90 instead of $40. So I actually quite like the quality of these brushes. They're not Sephora Pro brushes. They don't blow me away in that sense, but they are more affordable. And if you are looking for a more affordable option, the Morphe brushes haven't failed me. They are quite good. You've got a versatility and a diversity to the brush heads. You've got everything that you could need in this roll, and I'm just impressed. I expected this to be like really cheap and not impressive, and instead they work. They work well. They are worth the money, and they're more affordable than Sephora Pro brushes. So depending on where you are in terms of your budget, if you do want to save, you do not have to splurge on the Sephora Pro brushes or the Rare Beauty brushes, but these brushes, you can splurge on these. It's not much of a splurge. So those are my recommendations for the Sephora sale this year. Those are the products that I find are worth the money and that I will be either restocking, or if I didn't already own them, I would be purchasing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you did, or what you're picking up during the sale. If you think there's anything that I missed that is actually worth the money, please let us know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.